Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. For today we have to unbox Zhiyun Smooth Q 3-axis smartphone stabilizer, so let's start immediately. So here it is. It looks pretty much like DJI Osmo. So this is the three main axes for tilting, for rolling up and down, and for panning. For panning you can pan like 360 degrees without any problem. You can set up the smartphone in two easy steps. First step is to open this camera clamp here and put your smartphone. You open it like this, put your smartphone and push it all the way to the tilt axis motor, like this. But now you can see if I release the phone, it goes down, so it is not like properly balanced. So to set up this, you have this roll axis thumb screw, so unscrew this one, and you can now adjust the balance of your phone like this. So we'll push it a little bit further and let's check now. And you can see now it is much better, but now we push it a little bit too much. Once you find the right balance spot, the phone will balance itself even without the power on to the gimbal. Sometimes the gimbal will work even if you don't find this perfect spot, but it will consume more power, so make sure to find this good spot. And now if we turn it on this button here, it will balance perfectly. You can see that the phone now is in landscape mode. You can change it to portrait mode by adjusting this screw here, but never ever do this while the gimbal is on, otherwise you can seriously damage the motors and even the function of the whole gimbal itself. So once we turn off the gimbal, now the gimbal is off, and now you can change the phone to portrait mode. Once you change it for 90 degrees, now your phone is in portrait mode, but again you will need to adjust this because now it is again not in proper balance. So let's do that again. And you can see now it is in good balance, so let's try it. And you can see now it works also in portrait mode. This gimbal has the hole for the tripod, so if you order from the link below, you will get also the tripod as a gift with this stabilizer. So let's try the tripod as well. Back side of the gimbal you have this USB port, so you can externally charge your smartphone from the gimbal itself. So gimbal will act as a power bank to your smartphone if you run out of the battery. From the left side of the gimbal you have micro USB port to charge the gimbal, or if you connect it to computer you can upgrade the firmware. We start the gimbal on this button here, hold it for 3 seconds and it will be on. So immediately you can notice two lights. The blue light indicates that battery level, so if it flashes for example 4 times, that means your battery is full. From the right side we have yellow light, which indicates when you turn on and off your gimbal, or if you charge the gimbal it will blink when you charge the gimbal, and when it is fully charged it will stop blinking. This red button also you can use to control the recording on the smartphone. When the smartphone is paired with mobile app, then also you can use this control here to zoom in or zoom out. When you just start the gimbal, it will by default enter the pan following mode. What does it mean? If you pan to the right, it will go slightly to the right. When you pan to the left, it will go there. If you tilt up and down, it will try to stay on the same position, but for that, for the tilting, you can use the joystick to tilt it up or down. The second mode is when you click this mode button once, it will enter the locking mode. So now when I go left and right, he will try to stay on the same position, it will not pan. and if you go up and down again he will try to stay to one position. That is why it's called locking mode. But now you have the ability to go up and down just like before on the joystick, and also left and right you can control with the joystick. Third mode is following mode, and that is when you click this mode button twice. So now it will follow also the tilting. As you tilt the gimbal, it will go up and down, and it will follow also the panning, these two. And in this mode you can control the roll with this joystick. So you can roll with the joystick. This is the following mode, and you can see one flaw. This is because of the size of Samsung S7. You can see this black dot, because following mode it tries to keep the phone always on the middle. So you see this black dot, it is from the gimbal. So you can avoid this by changing the mode, and I will change the mode now to the default mode, which is pan mode. So this is the pan mode, but you can avoid this, you see, by tilting your phone down. And now you don't see this point from the gimbal, and you can use the joystick to pull up if you want, and the pan mode to slightly pan. So these are the three main modes of the gimbal, and you have like the fourth mode is like some selfie mode. If you press this mode button 3 times, it will go like selfie, and it will act completely the same. Like if it is only once, it will be in pan mode, and if you click once, it will be in a lock mode. If you click twice, it will be in the same mode. You see now it follows the tilt, so it is following mode, but just with the opposite side. If you want to return it, again 3 times click on the mode. And now let's see some videos that I made with this gimbal. Let me now show you one more cool feature if you want to record like very low. So for example, now I want to record full as low as I can. So if I do it like this, you can see that because of this part I cannot go as low as I would like. So you can do it like rotate in this, and rotate one more, and now you are so low, you see. For the end, let me show you what app you can download to set up your gimbal even more. So this app, I will leave the link below, and once you connect it over Bluetooth with your gimbal, you can see the battery level of the gimbal, or you can use the camera to track some object. So let's see how that works. I was tracking this ball and you can see it works pretty good, and this at the end was just the joke, of course he will not catch that. But you can set up the higher speed of the pan mode or the tilt mode here also in the app, so check the app.